Good afternoon, everyone. Thanks for coming to GDC and especially to this Meta sponsored session. How was your lunch? I hope you had a Red Bull because coffee won't give you enough of a buzz for our product. We're about to launch into the sugar-fueled ride through the wildest VR game you ever seen, really. I'm Andrew Grechko, one of creative leads from JollyCo, and I will present you this Sugar Madness journey alongside the Meta Horizon Star Developer Program. And please meet my colleague, Andrew Gamurar, senior developer in our team. He will be ready to answer your questions after the session. Let's start with a short work-in-progress video. In Sugar Madness, you'll shoot, dodge, laugh, and maybe curse your way through the twisted remains of a candy kingdom. 1 minute, you're enjoying a sugary treat, and the next, you're under fire from mutated jawbreakers with attitude. This is a place where Willy Wonka meets Mad Max on a VR battleground. Here, candy isn't just sweet, no way. It's seriously dangerous. And trust me, it is as chaotic as it sounds. Sugar Madness is a fast-paced arcade VR first-person shooter where quick thinking, strategy, skills, and adaptability are the only way to survive. Grab your gear, brace yourself for the sugar rush, and get ready to take down candy morph hordes in the candy-themed world. We designed our game to enthrall players of all ages, making it the ultimate mix of fun, competition, and challenge. And the multiplayer mode, it's a perfect party game, ideal for groups looking to compete, team up, and challenge each other on a fast-paced battlefield. While creating the competitive multiplayer mode, we faced a couple of challenges. One of them was that in the beginning, in the first implementation, the player could only see the live scores of other players. But after a couple of playtests, we decided that it will be more fun if a player can see how his friend is engaging in achieving the same goal on the same level simultaneously. The main challenge here was that originally the scene was designed for the single-player mode. So we needed to make it to be uploaded and displayed at the same time for all players. In Sugar Madness, you're battling through the world gone completely off the rails. 1 minute, you're enjoying the candy-coated landscapes of the once thriving candy kingdom, and the next, you're ducking for cover as a swarm of mutant jawbreakers come and hurtling at your face. Technically, to create our game, we use Unity, Blender, and AI tools to get new ideas and speed up the process of texturing. It is related mostly to art, to creating concept arts and visuals. Also in Unity, we created an editor to set up the paths and types of attacking enemies. So it allows us to select the random attack patterns, which makes the experience more variative and fun. Now you are ready for the campaign mode. Player progress through the story, venturing across 3 biomes to save the Candy Kingdom. Now that you finished, you can unlock the crazy nightmare mode. You also have the option to earn extra XP and coins to unlock new weapons and get exclusive campaign rewards. One of the challenges, the biggest challenges for our developer and artist, was to create a big and vibrant 3D world, which would be playable at the highest frame rate. The campaign takes players through 3 biomes, each more corrupt than the previous. At the beginning of each campaign, players select normal or nightmare difficulty. However, nightmare difficulty unlocks only after finishing the main campaign. Don't forget. Now both wave and rail levels have multiple variations that are randomly selected through each run. Every time a player starts a level, a randomly selected chunk is used as the gameplay environment. Wave level consists of random enemy wave patterns and approach directions, shuffled to keep playthrough fresh. Rail levels are divided into shorter, equal sections. These segments are rendered in random orders for replays, adding a variable touch and freshness within each run, never boring. To increase replayability within our game, we decided to use a dynamic level generation option. But this presented us with a creative challenge due to the large inventory of variations. We then connected to our colleagues. They pointed us to Oculus Asset Streaming for Unity. Thank you, Meta, for this seamless integration utility that helped us permanently resolve the issue. The same approach with replayable architecture we used when created our cool and funky bosses, each with a twisted encounter that always happens when candy goes rogue. For each boss, we designed a system that randomly selects attack patterns per phase. We use weighted probabilities to reintroduce earlier attacks with enhanced effects, ensuring that no two encounters feel identical. Each boss phase in every encounter features 5 possible attacks, with 3 randomly selected each run. Early phase attacks can even return later, with boosted speed and enhanced effects. Let's talk about defensive mechanics. Shield. Players can activate a shield with a trigger button on non-dominant hand. The shield has a limited stamina, visible through a countdown, and recharges when not in use. Upgrades and boosters will enhance the shield's power and stamina. And dodging projectiles. Players can physically dodge incoming projectiles by moving their body. This adds an extra layer of immersion and action for our target audience. Since our game emphasized the ability to dodge incoming projectiles, the system needed to be equally interesting and fair. For static levels, the solution was quite easy. But for levels where a player gradually moves, it was a challenge. The main issue was that when the projectile was untied for dodging, some projectiles dodged and didn't require any dodging at all. Yet, none of us as smart as all of us. We asked the Oculus Star developer community to throw us a bone, and bingo! Several excellent solutions were proposed. We then combined 2 of them. The first solution was not to move the player before the projectile, so we would know the exact location of the player, even when the projectile was flying. Second, to simulate the state of the projectile, which is moving with the player simultaneously, then and only then the projectile will move straight to the target. So, in this way, the player and projectile always move in a straight line as if in an anticipation. This action allows the player to better understand when exactly to dodge, and this makes the gameplay more honest. And of course, it's double fun to save the Candy Kingdom in the multiplayer mode. For now, we have 4 different formats. Full campaign. You have to complete the full campaign racing against 4 other players to finish first and with a higher score. The second is biomatch, a quicker option where players face off in one biome with 3 levels and a minigame, which is perfect for shorter player sessions if you're on a rush. Single level match. For the fastest sessions, compete in a single level and a minigame to see who comes out on top. Don't be a loser. And minigame mode, involving players to compete in one of the 8 minigames of their choice. Let's move on. Now the MetaQuest multiplayer features provide a way for our game to enable users to find, invite, and play together. These features include destinations, invites, rejoins, notifications, plus travel-centric features, such as quick invites. Multiplayer features have been shown to have a consistently high user engagement and a strong motivating factors for user reoccurrences and opportunities. Let's talk about other features that we implemented. First-hand in Unity. Okay, so we needed to create a holographic interface for our in-game store, but a full touchscreen approach was impractical because of various technical and usability challenges. Approach that we tested was not so good because we spent a lot of time on this sample to find the best solution for our team and further seamless integration suggesting the most suitable solution into the game by our programmers. So we analyzed the ways of interaction offered by first-hand utility, and we were inspired to develop a system. Now, to maintain consistency with the game's tactile controls, we implemented a hybrid holographic interface with physical button and interaction, ensuring an intuitive and seamless user experience. Leaderboards. Whether competing with friends or taking on adventure solo, players will enjoy a non-stop action and the thrill of climbing leaderboards. It's worth noting that Meta provides a decent API and documents regarding leaderboards. Meta social features allowed us to implement a functionality for users that will allow them to interact with friends, followers, and other Meta Horizon users. We use user info, friends and relationships, party, and party chat. This helps us notify users when their friends play our game. Also, users can invite those specific friends with whom they played earlier, or have with them just a voice chat. Social features will help our users find ways to interact with followers and friends by showing them their achievements and their progress through the game. We consider multiple add-ons that will enhance and upgrade our monetization model. The further add-ons will include new content, such as new biomes, new weapons, consumable items like boosters, skins, etc. The Meta in-app purchase system stands out as a comprehensive solution for adding all those consumable items. When it comes to add-ons, the platform well-structured guide includes a detailed C# code, plus examples and integration instructions that streamlined our development process. It's all about you. Now the system made it so simple to create and manage various types of in-app products, from consumable items to permanent features. Thanks to the SDK architecture, it integrated naturally with Unity existing framework, making it straightforward to incorporate add-on content into our game existing inventory for a better vertical experience. The platform also provides many robust tools for managing product catalogs, pricing tiers, and regional availability, giving us complete control over our add-on offers. On the payment side, Meta's robust server-side validation system has proven to be exceptionally reliable. Many developers are familiar with those tools provided by Meta, and it would be remiss not to acknowledge its impact on our development process. Those tools have proven intuitiveness and effectiveness for most players. It reinforced our confidence in choosing the right solutions for our game and inspire us to develop our own implementations. Thank you. And now, if you have questions, we are ready to answer them.
Hi, thank you for the talk. In part of your gameplay, you have the player moving on sort of a rail system. How did the team approach players that might get motion sick, and did you encounter that as an issue?
Well, we had this problem in the beginning. All of us got a bit of motion sickness, but we had our own tool developed in-house that helped us approximate the distances over time so the player doesn't feel the motion sickness. Okay. So we are playing with different curve animations, or animation curves, to help us improve the situation so the player is feeling okay.
All right. Thank you so much.
Hi, my question is about business side. Look at your presentation. It is a really decent game with a lot of content. So why did you choose to go to Meta Horizon World instead of putting it as actually a charged app? And how did that go with this business decision?
Well, actually, it's a bit misunderstanding because we weren't speaking about Meta Horizon Worlds. We're speaking about Meta Horizon Start Developer Program.
Oh, I see.
So it's a title which is now in coming soon stage on Meta Quest Store, but Meta Quest Horizon differs from Horizon Worlds.
I see. That's a misunderstanding. Thank you.
No problem.
Do you guys have any other questions? Okay. Oh, we have a person.
Hello.
Hello.
You obviously ran through a lot of things that you have implemented in the game already. Is there anything still coming up that you're really excited to do with Sugar Madness or any other projects that you're working on?
We have some extra content that we didn't showcase here, but it's still in development, but it's coming very soon. And regarding other projects, we have the multiplayer that for now you can try the meta booth to see for yourself, and it's gonna become even bigger in the future. We have a roadmap to implement, but not implement, it's already almost finished, and we need just to finish it in the future.
Very cool.
Way you say that, is the multiplayer not built currently?
No, the multiplayer is built currently, and you can try it at the meta booth or JollyCo booth.
I'm building a multiplayer a tool that, among other things, implies multiplayer. So I'm interested, provides multiplayer tools. So I'm interested in how you guys implement the multiplayer. Unity netcode or Photon are the common ones. Did you guys use something like that?
We used Unity netcode for game objects because our dev people were familiar with this tool, and we naturally wanted to implement it further into this game. So thanks to Unity for giving us this amazing tool. It really helped us with the whole multiplayer thing. It has a lot of tools that helps us debugging, playtest with other people, or to create multiple instances locally so the developers can see if the multiplayer is working right or not. Okay, so nobody wants another question? We still have time, so you can ask everything you want. If you want another question, yes.
I'll come up. Since no one else you'll give something, I guess talk a little bit more. What things in particular did you not like about your netcode experience, your multiplayer, the experience building this game multiplayer with Unity netcode?
Let me think. Netcode is still it's a release tool, but it's still growing very fast. And depending on the version of Unity, you need to choose the netcode version too. So we had to choose the right combination of Unity version and the right Unity netcode version. I think that was the biggest challenge for us. But otherwise, we didn't see any problems with it. Like small things, but we managed to fix them very fast.
I have another question, but no one else. Okay, cool. One of the things I've been opportunistically doing research on is different ways to build multiplayer. If you don't sound to be super familiar, but there's at least two different ways. There's a lockstep version and a traditional version, which is, from what I understand, both from the netcode codes. It costs more bandwidth. The punchline is it costs. There's a more challenging to implement version and less challenging that has higher resource costs in terms of bandwidth, CPU, various sorts, depending on how you implement it. The technical specifications are very technical. But one of the questions looking into is to what extent it's better to prioritize what impact did the servers and bandwidth specifically cost have on your total development experience? So from a price perspective, was the cost of servers relatively small, or where did that stand in your big budget picture?
From what we saw, our own use of the netcode didn't use a lot of data or bandwidth. Because we chose very carefully what data to transfer between the server and other users. So thankfully, we didn't have a problem with this thing. Like, the budget for the bandwidth was well between our limits, so yeah, we didn't see any problems.
That matches what I would expect. Nice to get some confidence.
Yeah, this tool is really amazing, so I hope other people use it too.
Hi there, thank you for the talk. I am a pretty fresh Unreal dev, pretty new to the gaming industry as a whole, and looking to get into VR, XR, MR, all of that. From your experience from making this game, how accessible would you say Horizon Start is for someone who's brand new to the entire VR, MR scene?
So first of all, it's about sharing experience. We are very grateful for Meta Horizon developers community, where we always can get some feedback and solutions. As I mentioned in the speech, there were a couple of challenges, and Meta Horizon members helped us resolve them. Second, I believe that it's all about not only support with documentation, but also with support to promote our game, to be more visible on the store, to be shown in different sections, their categories. So, you know, we're only in the beginning of our journey, and it's very exciting at the moment. And we believe that the most important things are still ahead.
Awesome. And then a follow-up question. I'm sorry if I missed this during the talk, but how long have you been developing this game?
Well, it's about, we started in early September, so it's about 5 months.
Perfect. Thank you.
Thank you.
I wanted to add another thing. Andrei mentioned that we use AI for texturing, but we use it mainly for fast prototyping to help us achieve like some prototype that encompasses our vision. And after that, our artists make everything. Our whole art is made by people, because we notice that mostly people enjoy work done by people. But we integrated AI in such a way that it will, let's say, speedrun our process for the artists, 2D artists, 3D artists to create these assets. So, yeah, thank you for coming to our presentation.